With more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes, Welton Rayom is committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. They handle complex personal injury claims caused by the fault of another in both state and federal courts. They handle auto, trucking, motorcycle, slip and fall, and bicycle accidents. Call 954-966-4646. That's 954-966-4646. Welton Rayom can help.
There's no need to drive around South Florida wasting valuable time looking for a new or certified pre-owned Acura. Go to the #1 volume sales dealership in the Southeast United States. Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. Purchase with pace and space in a dealership tailored to your needs. From home buying to providing that personal touch. Contact the 2020 Satisfaction Award winner Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. 888-776-5123. That's 888-776-5123. Or visit them at 15601 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
It is Tuesday night, December 19th, year 2023. I am Sean Stanley. That is the great Frankie Frezko. How we doing tonight, Frankie?
What's up, Sean? How's everything going, brother?
Looks good, man. Looks like you're contemplating something over there. Like you're trying to, like you're Dr. Evil and you're trying to connive something here.
Well, this is the thing, guys. Now that we are on and we're live, this is the show before Christmas, right? We got Christmas
It is.
Over the weekend. So today we're changing it up a little bit when it comes to the no debating list.
Oh, we're giving them a gift.
Yes, we are. We are giving them a gift. That's a good point. So what we're doing, guys, so to kind of give you guys the heads up, that way you guys are aware, what we came up with both me and Sean, was that we were thinking about doing our top 5 entrance theme songs. What ended up happening is there's just too many of them. And we love all these theme songs. And you guys know that I'm a big DJ fan. I'm a DJ, so I love all these entrance songs. Plus, I kind of correlate them with their character and their entrance and everything. So what we're going to do to make things to spice it up a little bit is we're going to go ahead and, since the playoffs for the NFL is right around the corner, we're going to do the same with the wrestling theme songs. So what we're going to need is we're going to need participation from everybody, not only Sean and myself, but everybody in the chat and everybody eventually that we're going to be posting on Twitter or X and on other social media to try to get our top 32 theme songs. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a bracket, and each one is going to go against each other. And then we're going to have you guys vote to see which theme entrance song moves on to the next round until we finally make a decision who or what overall in general is the best, our overall favorite theme song. What do you think about that, Sean? You think it's gonna be a lot? I mean, have a list. You know how many I have to share? You want to know how many I have to share right now?
Let me hear, because you messed up my whole list. So
I have 81 songs. Right
okay,
now.
all right.
81. So I'm gonna be throwing
there's
them.
a few of them. There's quite a few. When I understood it now. Before I didn't. I thought it was more on the theatric entrance than the theme song. That's where.
Well, you gotta associate the song with the theatric type of entrance, so that does play a part when it comes to the theme song. We're trying to, kind of pick and choose which one's the best.
It is, and also, like you said, we're going to be doing this on social media. So make sure, and also anybody that is joining the show that maybe knows others that are usually in our chat that maybe haven't talked with, send them a text or whatever. Let them know we're on the Sports Talk with Sean Stanley YouTube channel. We're on the Frankie Frezko YouTube channel today. These are going to be the homes now, and then also they're on the X as well. So this will be where you can check us out every Tuesday night. We're trying to get this built up. And and it can't just choose 5. No, chat. We're doing a list of, I think we're going to start with 32. Our first initial list is going to be 32 theme songs. And then we're going to rank them 1 through 32. And we're going to bracket them. And then we'll put them out. And then one of verse 32, of course, just like the NCAA tournament, one of verse 32. Or we might break it up maybe into a North bracket and a South bracket.
You know what I'm doing right now? I'm doing groups.
We can have they can just travel along, go 1 through 16, two number ones.
Yes.
And then we can go it that way also. So we'll see how it goes. But we want this to be very interactive, and no doubt appreciate you being on here as well. So everybody involved there. Also, don't forget, follow us on our social media platforms. I'm at Sean_Stanley11 on everything. And then I believe he's at Frezko Music on everything as well as
yes,
some other stuff.
So what do we do? Why don't we do this? Why don't we break them into groups, right? We could do groups. We could do.
How do we do groups? What do you want to do? You want to do 4 groups?
4 groups, yeah.
You got WWE, AEW,
we could do old school, okay.
And what would the 4th one be?
Like anything, like it could be ECW, CCW.
ECW, and then would go to old school.
You want to do okay? Give us an idea. Give us an idea in the chat. Okay, so we got WWE.
So we're gonna have WWE, AEW, old school. Chad came up with indie.
You could do, that's why CCW could be the indie ones.
Yeah, I guess everything that's not AEW, WWE will
correct.
As
like
the
team, like Impact and all that too.
Yeah.
We could add those.
Yeah. See, I don't know all the entrances and Impact now. I'm not up to date on all those.
Neither am I. I'm not. We're gonna have to,
because some of those are hard to like. I've been watching a lot more of New Japan.
Ooh, there you go. Add some New Japan people.
No, but to listen to their music, like it doesn't come across like it does WWE and AEW. The music doesn't come across the TV.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult. Well.
It's like, what's going on? It's so different watching it, but it's awesome wrestling, though, man. It's great in ring. In ring is so good.
Well, what I'm trying to do here, and that's why you see me like concentrating on writing stuff, is that I'm breaking up the groups right now. So I'm changing the list that way I could type in everything that I need to type in for the groups. So,
let's see how the songs kind of go, and then see if we have enough to break them up like that.
Okay, you know what we could do?
Hizzler is in the house.
You know what we could do too? This is what we could do to kind of please the crowd and our fans. Is we could do, like, for example, even though Chris Jericho is in AEW, we could technically you could technically use one of Chris Jericho's in the WWE as well. We could do either or. You feel me? Like,
yeah, or you could use them both. You could use Judas in AEW and then his the countdown one for WWE.
I have a feeling this is gonna take a while during this. For the no debate list, it's gonna be a while. This is gonna be crazy because we're gonna have so much, but we could play with it. We could play off with it.
We're just getting names. We're getting song names and ideas. This one, and then we'll go and
I like the team.
Build the list from there.
I like the groups.
This might be this might take on a life of its own for the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how it goes, but it should be fun.
Yeah, I you know me, I get excited when it comes to music. So It's gonna be fun. It's gonna have everybody interact with us, and I bet you we're gonna get more and more people be like, okay, you guys forgot this, you guys forgot that, and we could always.
And there's going to be so many that is like you're going to get people left out.
It's okay. That's the thing. What we want to do today is at least get 32. So if we get 32, right? Now we could throw honorable mentions in there, right? And then what we could do is we could post it on social media, right? And then before the next show, what I'll do is I will go ahead and finalize the groups and then say, okay, look, based on what we have on everybody, this is what we came up with to please the fans. And then if we're missing something or something like that, then we could always I gotta close the group. So we could do the poll and kind of do it all the way till Monday. And I'm not
Well, no, but this week we can do it all, and then we can discuss it, and we can do the groups on air next week. What we could do is roll this out because New Year's Day would be the Tuesday that we start.
okay.
So it will give us 2 weeks to kind of get this together, and then we roll it out January 1st. Our first show of the new year starts our tournament.
Okay, so do you want me to just do a list of without any groups on it and just do 1 through 32 for now for today?
Yeah, we'll do 1 through 32, see what we got. And then we'll also remember we're doing on social media too. So we got to check mine and yours social media as it goes. We'll add those in, see which ones knock who out. Maybe we got some play-in games. I don't know.
That's a good thing.
I don't know. You never know. You never know.
So many of them out there. But what I'll do for today though is even though I'm gonna label them as group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4, it doesn't matter the order. We're just gonna get the names on there. That way we can.
Today's just about getting the names. Just throw songs out there and we'll add them on. It could be your favorites. It could be your top 10. It could be your top 20, your top 30, top 50.
Yeah.
I mean, wrestling entrance songs.
I mean, people are throwing names out there. Kenny Omega, Judgment Day. I mean, dude, there's so many.
They got names.
Yeah,
Judgment Day, the other side is my favorite. Kai knows the names. Like I don't even remember.
Yes, guys, also do that. If we don't remember the names, throw the name on the chat. That way
I can remember the name now. If you can remember the name, we'll try to look up the name. If you,
I could always Spotify it too.
Yeah, but I mean, R-Truth. What's up? One of my favorites. That is a number 1 seed.
Do you want to already get to this,
What's
or do you want to go to AEW or WWE first before we jump? Because we're both getting excited on this. This is like fun.
We can just do this first show, man. We can just do this first show.
This is
but let's jump in. Let's go AEW first. We always do WWE first, so let's just jump in and.
All right. So
hold on a minute. Don't start yet. Okay, good.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about AEW, ladies and gentlemen. It's been busy in AEW here and there. So we'll start with number 1, Bryan Danielson. And keep in mind, the wrestlers that we're talking about, keep their theme songs in mind because maybe that's something that we could use. So Bryan Danielson, obviously he went ahead and he fought on Collision. And again, he's fighting with this broken orbital. And again, they did the exact same thing where they went ahead and they injured his eye again, and he's bleeding from the orbital eye. So my question to you guys and to Sean, obviously, is this particular situation is it for the story, or is this actually very dangerous, where the point where Bryan Danielson should not be wrestling and maybe AEW should lay off and probably just move away from, give Bryan Danielson his time to rest, to recover? Or should he be wrestling? And keep in mind, he is adamant that he wants to retire very soon. I think this is why he's pushing it to wrestle when I don't think he should be wrestling. What do you think, Sean?
Well, here's my question. And again, I haven't watched AEW. So where does he sit in the standings right now?
All right. He is
Continental Classic.
He is up there in the Continental Classic. So I'm going to look it up. I think he only has 1 loss. On the AEW standings, because I haven't looked at the. I haven't. Okay, so let me see, because I saw the standings, but I have not seen them. I didn't see him after Collision, so let me take a look and see where they stand right now. In the meantime, while I'm looking them up, you could go ahead and give. Oh, here we go. Okay, so here we go. So we got on the Blue League. That is Andrade Idolo is 3-1, and Andrade just lost against Claudio Castagnoli, so he has 9 points. Bryan Danielson is 2nd They just have him second, but he's tied with Andrade. He has 9 points. Brody King has 6. Claudio has 6. Eddie Kingston has 6. Eddie Kingston has won back to back, and Danny Garcia has been eliminated. He has 0 points today.
Well, here's my thing: is if this is, again, this has got to be storyline driven, because you're not going to sit there and let this guy go out there with a broken orbital bone and just let people keep hitting on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like it's got to be more story driven than, or maybe the injury wasn't as bad as what everybody, again, let it on to be or whatever.
But it keeps bleeding.
Yeah, because you just cut it. You hit it. I mean,
but do you think that's healthy for him?
Is it healthy for anybody to hit your head with a razor blade?
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't even see when he's cutting it with his razor blade. So
it's probably just a little dot, and then it opens up a little bit. I mean, again,
a great job.
It's got to be, to me, it's got to be a work, man. You don't put, again, the whole thing goes back to the Matt Hardy incident when they had him wrestling like concussion and he fell down and hit his head, and everybody's like, if this is what AEW has come to, where you're making Brian Danielson go out there and, wait a minute, is it Brian Danielson? Brian Danielson, right? Yeah, Brian Danielson go out there and work because he's got a broken orbital bone, and this is part of the, I think it's not working, because to me, you're putting more people looking at the situation going, why are they doing this? Then you're putting in there and being like, oh, it's a sympathy-driven, oh, this guy's out there wrestling with a broken orbital bone and still doing all this. This dude's awesome. You're getting less of that and more of what you're talking about.
I don't think the sympathy role, we don't need Brian Danielson to have a sympathy role.
Yes, but that's why I asked where he was at in the standings, because to me, if they want to use this injury to cost him matches, that's what they should be doing. To be the story of why he doesn't advance on. Because it makes no sense for again, he's got the broken orbital. If everybody's targeting it, they're picking up wins.
Yeah.
And then again, this can also spearhead the whole thing where Brian Danielson starts doubting himself. I lost every match in the Continental Classic. Now, do I have it left for one last run? And then you can do one last run with them if that's what he wants to do. But I just feel like I don't know what they're trying to do with this as a work.
Well, this is the thing. If I'm not mistaken, when it comes to this Continental tournament, 2 qualify out of each group, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's 2 actually. It's 2. Because when on the Gold League, John Moxley already qualified. So now they're fighting for second place, and whoever gets second place moves on with John Moxley.
Second place is the first loser.
Yeah. So
why does he get to move on? Like what the hell is this?
It's like soccer. When you're in a soccer group of 5, the top 2 teams qualify, and then the rest get eliminated. So
that's where they're just doing too much shit.
No. When it comes
to a gold league, you got a blue league and a gold league. Winner of gold league takes on the winner of blue league. It's done. It makes no sense for 2 people to move on.
It doesn't make any sense
unless they're tied.
It doesn't make any sense if you don't know soccer. I get his concept of soccer, because in soccer, that's the way it works. You get 2 teams that go into that qualify to the next round. So it makes, because I thought it was just the winner of blue and the winner of gold make it and get out, and that's it. But no, that's not the case, which makes sense, because then you want to know what? It actually gives opportunity for the other guys. You still have Brody King. You still have Claudio.
Wait. I got a serious question.
Yeah.
Is this soccer?
It's not soccer.
Okay, so wrestling is about wins and losses.
Yes, it is about wins and losses.
When AEW started, right? Remember AEW started? What did they have? Because they said wins and losses mean something. They had rankings.
They did.
AEW had rankings. Wins and losses mean something. But now you get into a tournament, a Continental Classic, and now you can, you didn't win enough, but you're good enough to get into second place, so now you advance. Come on, make it make sense.
Well, again, it ain't soccer, but there's a lot of different other, I guess, sporting events that are doing the same thing. Look at the NBA. They stole from the soccer doing an in-season tournament. So maybe AEW.
Exactly, but nobody got like the second and the other teams. If you won, you kept going on. They didn't be like, well, you know what? We need the best matchup, so let's put the Warriors in there, and let's add this team, and let's make sure we got loopholes where we can get what we need in there.
But in the end season tournament, you saw that it wasn't only the team that won the group; the other one also made it in. Remember, they had a wild card as well. That's how I believe New York Knicks made it into the next round, and the Miami Heat didn't, because Milwaukee made it, and
it was eliminated. I mean, it's
so
going on and move on. So
I just think it's for people who know soccer, and I get it, and it allows them to go ahead and be able to extend and add
what
another
it's
fight.
done is it allowed them to get losses on Eddie Kingston and then sneak him into the tournament so he can keep winning. That's what it's done.
Yes, they could. I mean, he is the defending champion. He's the one who gave up his belt.
Two of the belts.
Yeah, if he would have been messed up if they would have just eliminated him off the back, but now he's back in it. So you have the opportunity for him to actually regain his titles. Technically, I like it. It's not bad. I like it, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The tournament has been growing on me. It has been growing on me. I think it's something
I like the element of win, 3 points, draw 1 point, or whatever, submit, whatever it was. I like that. I like the matches. I like having to wrestle everybody in the group. I like all that. But if you do all that, then only the top of the top should advance. Only time. If two of them end up with 9, they fight each other. The winner of that goes on to fight the winner of the blue league or whatever.
Maybe they do that. Maybe they do that. Maybe they do that. I'm not sure, because remember, this is a different thing. Now, I will say this. I think, and going back to the Bryan Danielson situation, and Kai just wrote, do you guys think maybe they're doing this with Bryan because of ratings? I get the feeling that yes, they're doing that. I feel like on Saturdays they're pushing Bryan a lot on Collision, and it's not doing so bad. So I feel
it's gone up.
I feel that.
But also, you know what else is happening now, which is going to help Collision?
What?
College football's over.
Oh yeah, of course.
So now you're going to get that audience back. So they'll probably go back up to 600, maybe.
As long as there's no WWE live events.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But overall, I think they're. I don't know if it's a work. I don't know if it's a story, but if he's really jeopardizing his career, because this is the thing.
There's no way.
I get the vibe, but look, I get this vibe. I don't know why I get this vibe that I feel like he wants to wrestle, and if he gets cleared by the medical, he's like, okay, I'm good enough. I'll go out there and wrestle, even though he probably shouldn't be out there. But as long as he gets cleared,
wear a mask. You're a company. You're going to make him wear a mask or something to protect that. You're just going to send him out there and be like, no, he's going to wear the mask like the Undertaker wore.
They have the little black patch on him.
Huh?
They have the little black patch on him that he keeps wearing.
No. I'm talking about a hard mask like Cody wore, like Undertaker wore. Claudio, I think, actually wore one too, or Sheamus. I think it might have been Sheamus actually had one when he broke his orbital bone.
I just feel like it looks bad.
If they are doing that, then shame on AEW and shame on Bryan Danielson. And
maybe it's not AEW
in that company, because I don't ever want to hear them say they care about their performers.
Maybe it's not. Maybe remember, Tony Khan is a fanboy, so he's gonna go with what he feels.
You got a fucking business to run, bro.
I get it. But
somebody out there to be like, hey, stomp on his face and this and that. No, man.
But this is the same company that brought a Sting that's like 60 years old. They brought a Ric Flair. I wouldn't be surprised if Ric Flair takes a hit here and there.
They're not putting Ric Flair and Sting in an Iron Man match and being like the first one that dies loses.
Well, they had. I
mean, maybe that's Sting's last match. Maybe we don't know yet. Maybe that's what they'll book. And Sting against Ric Flair Iron Man match. Whoever survives just gets the win.
No, but you've seen Sting climb up from where the fans are and throw himself into 3 or 4 different tables and stuff.
Stupid stuff, but that's different. That's Sting wanting to, show that he can still do it or whatever you want to do. But Sting's not climbing up there with a broken leg or a crushed sternum dislocated elbow in
But
doing this
remember,
stuff.
there's
He's
different
doing it
factors.
out of his own clear mind.
There's different factors when it comes to Bryan Danielson. This is the reason why I say
There's
this when
no
it just comes
factors
to
when
him.
it comes to the health and safety of the performer.
I agree, but
There's no
he
line
is,
there. There's nothing.
but he is one. He said that he only has like about a year left before he retires. That's
I
what he
don't
said.
care.
2, if he goes to medical and the medical staff tells him, hey, you're cleared, it's not gonna mess you up and stuff like that. Even though it might not be good for him, he's still gonna go out there and perform because he said that he had a timeline for him to do. Is Tony Khan gonna go ahead and hold him back and be like, no, Brian, I don't want you out there, even though you got cleared? I don't think he will. I think he's gonna be like, okay, he got cleared.
If he
He
really
wants to wrestle,
cares
let him go.
about Bryan Danielson, the performer, and Bryan Danielson, the man, then yes, you would. But again, sometimes these guys need to be saved from themselves. We talk about it in other sports and everything else. There's a reason WWE said, hey, Bryan Danielson, you're not wrestling anymore. If you want to come in and you want to be a general manager, or we'll find something for you to do.
But we've
all
also
this other stuff, we can't allow you to do any more wrestling, because when you do, you go back and you do your stuff. You can't control it. And that's because he's a performer at heart. Yeah, he can go out there and say, hey, I'm not going to do any flying headbutts. But as soon as he gets the momentum and adrenaline going, he forgets about all that. He goes right up to the top. What's the first thing he does? Throws a headbutt. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
That's it.
I just don't know.
Joe, you're behind the desk. You're doing the things because you've had too many concussions in a row.
Well, the thing about it is, keep in mind of the wrestlers that Tony Khan has brought in: Saraya, injury. He brought in Samoa Joe, concussion. He brought in Bryan Danielson, concussion. So he's brought these guys, and as long as they get cleared, he's letting them wrestle. So I think Tony Khan doesn't look at that.
Cleared. If he's getting cleared, then you know what? Then whatever you want to do. But to me, if he really has a broken orbital bone, he's not cleared. Or he's wrestling with one of those little protective things, not an eye gouge or whatever, eye patch. Matey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope it's not a work. I mean, well, let me rephrase that. I hope it is a work, because if he's fighting with an actual injury, that would be very dangerous, and it would suck for him to go ahead and unfortunately could jeopardize his career even more. I know he's ending it soon, but still, it could still be damaging in the long run after his wrestling career. The second thing we wanted to talk about is about our girl Thunder Rosa making her debut back into Collision. And me and Sean spoke about this.
Our girl stuff.
Yes. We spoke about this a little bit. Yes, she is. I like Thunder Rosa. She's one of my favorites there. And
I'm not saying that she's bad. I don't know her at all. Don't know her. Can't call her my girl.
So what ended up happening, and this is my little riff with AEW, was that she came back on Saturday in Collision. Very nice. I enjoyed it. Awesome. But Abaddon was on the ring with Julia Hart, and Julia Hart, obviously, she's trying to start off some beef with Abaddon. Or I don't understand why they're doing that angle where Julia Hart is going after Abaddon. I think it should have been the other way around, but whatever. It's still, they have the dark side, both of them, so it makes sense why they're trying to put them together. Even though Abaddon has never been like in any type of contention for the wrestling belt until now. Anyways, long story short, Sky Blue comes out. Sky Blue, she had gotten, I think she got the mist or whatever she got in her face as well. She got something
a while ago, yeah.
By Julia Hart. So then they go ahead and they're attacking her, Abaddon, and then out of the blue, here comes Thunder Rosa. And once again, AEW makes a mistake, in my opinion. What did they do? You see a random person come out of the crowd in her kind of pink outfit. She had her pink pants and her pink top, and just starts helping Abaddon. I'm like, how are you gonna go ahead and just bring Thunder Rosa like that? Like, at least play her song. At least do something.
Did they show her in the audience at all beforehand?
No. So they're just fighting it, and all you see is when she's running in, and then she jumps over the rail, and then she goes inside the ring and starts helping Abaddon at the end. But they didn't even play her song, man. And we spoke about this. Me and Sean spoke about this. That the best two, I guess the way they featured these new wrestlers coming in, they nailed it when it came to Bryan Danielson and when it came to Adam Cole, especially Adam Cole, because nobody expected Adam Cole when he first came to AEW. But after that, it's been such a huge letdown. I mean, Jay White was a letdown. I mean, that whole stupid thing about, hey, we got the best wrestler in the world. We're all spraying that pay-per-view was a letdown. Now you got Thunder Rosa showing up out of the blue and they don't even play her song. And now they set up a fight, which makes sense. Thunder Rosa and Abaddon versus Julia Hart and Sky Blue on Collision. But they just dropped the ball. Like, come on, man. Like, these are simple things. Don't you think?
You would think, but again, it's
You would think.
I don't understand. Like,
so disappointing.
Also, like, why wouldn't you have done something like in the back a couple weeks ago? Have Thunder Rosa there, and then maybe Julia Hart walks by, gives her a look. They kind of look at each other, so you see there's a little bit of a rift there. They don't got to do anything, but do the look. They do it all the time in WWE. It's like you walking through the hall, you bump into somebody, and it's just like, oh, okay, all right, and everything. Nothing happens then, but you put it in the mind. And then when this stuff like this happens, like, oh, okay. But for this to be the way that you bring somebody back, it's like Tony Khan just doesn't get it, man.
It looks like he just kind of like said, okay, let's just bring her here, whatever. Like, it was rushed. Like, he didn't put the effort in it. And even though we know she's with AEW before, but it's still good to bring her. It's a pop. It's you haven't seen her in a while. Look how WWE brought Randy
back in, because again, maybe some of your audience kind of forgot about Thunder Rosa. I get it. She's on the radio show with Bubba and all them there.
Bully Ray and all them. Yeah,
I forgot the name of the damn. Sorry, I
Busted Open.
Busted Open Radio. That is it. Thank you so much. I was like Boxed Open. Couldn't think of it, but Busted Open Radio, which, like, I get it. She's still there, but you got to kind of introduce them back to the audience, especially when she hasn't been on TV at all. I mean, I get it. I guess she was doing the Spanish. I take that back. But then why not on this night have her at the Spanish table and get up from the Spanish table and help her?
Or do the same thing that kind of WWE did with Randy, like put a storyline in between and hype it up. Like
anything to make it make sense. Like all of a sudden somebody jumps the rail and makes a save, and everybody's like, is that a fan? What is that?
The crowd didn't even know, man. Like, it wasn't, and plus she had blonde hair, and she didn't have her makeup on, so people don't remember her as much. Yeah. And then once they saw her, they're like, oh, it's Thunder Rosa. And then towards the end is when the fans started chanting "Welcome back." But before that, everybody was kind of like, what is this? Is this a fan?
Jumped the rail or something?
Yeah, it was just.
The only reason it's not a fan is because nobody got tackled.
Yeah, it was just.
And No Doubt also said the CM Punk happened. I don't know that could you have introduced that wrong in a way. It was just kind of like, hey, here's CM Punk. He's our savior.
No, they did it. No doubt that say CM Punk was a good that was a good a right pop for him, and they did it in Chicago, and it was really good, and they gave him
shows in Chicago for a while.
They did the right thing by letting him speak and letting him talk, and then the second time around they did a good job with that as well. But overall, it just seems that besides those three guys, they kind of have dropped the ball with everybody else. Even Malachi Black. I remember Malachi Black made his debut in here in Miami, and he came in, and Cody was in the ring, and then they turn off the lights, and Malachi Black comes out, and then he does his kick on Cody, and everybody was like, oh man, wow, I can't believe who this is and stuff like that. See, back then they did a pretty decent job, but now it's like they're kind of like, whatever. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, okay, move on. Just sad, man. It's just sad. The other thing we wanted to talk about was MJF, of course. He went on the SI Media podcast and reiterated to everybody that he is still a free agent, that he has not re-signed with AEW. Talk to me, Sean. What is going on here with not re-signing this guy?
Tony Khan is stupider than he looks. And that is difficult. That is difficult, but he is stupider than he looks. If you put all your eggs in this guy's basket and he is not signed, bro, rethink running AEW. Please, as Kai put in here, this wouldn't happen if Tony gave up control to someone with more stability. If you did this and MJF is sitting there without a deal for real, shame on you. You deserve what you get.
His contract ends after the pay-per-view World's End. So we're gonna find out what
When's
AEW.
World's End? Is that at the December 31st, or what is the date for that? Do you know?
Have to
Sorry,
look
I
it
didn't
up.
put you in the spot. I didn't know if you had
It's
it.
it's right before the end of the year, I believe. I think it's we're on the 19th, right? So I believe it's on the last weekend before January. So the 30th, that 30th, 31st type of
Saturday, December 30th.
30th. There you go. Yeah, I figured. So I mean, and of course, his contract ends after that, so he's available to be picked up by whoever. And I don't know if you read this, but supposedly, and I
Can
know
I tell
that.
you something? I mean, can I just say something?
There you go.
If this happens, I will never, ever turn on a TV to AEW wrestling again.
Stop lying, bro. You always say that. You always turn back in because
No,
you're a wrestling fan.
If this happens, because World's End is Saturday, December 30th, right? AEW.
Mm-hmm.
WWE Day 1 is a special edition of Monday Night Raw scheduled for Monday, January 1st.
Yes.
If he is on AEW and then in Raw on Monday night, just shut AEW down.
Yeah, they
shut AEW down. It doesn't matter that if I turn it off, because all you're going to have is whatever you have left there, because that's one of your guys. That's not Cody, who was WWE, left and came back. Jade Cargill, look, Jade Cargill's never said that this wasn't about her brand. And she understands that the money is, her brand would grow with WWE, not with AEW. Those are two reasons to go. MJF is getting paid by AEW and would get paid by AEW, probably more than what WWE would pay him. And if he shows up there on day 1, after he doesn't have a contract on World's End, if that's legit, I'm done. I'm done with Tony Khan.
Well,
until he sells it or fakes a sale or whatever he does, I will not watch another AEW program on TNT or TBS.
Well, they might be moving out of TNT or TBS, though. But I will say this again. I feel that the situation here is, if they really haven't signed him, Tony Khan, again, the fanboy that he is trusting his wrestlers. MJF has gone on record to say that he wants to stay in AEW, and everywhere that he's gone, and they've asked him about free agency, he's continuously been saying, "Hey, I want to stay in AEW." But let's keep it real. You can't trust somebody's word. Like, I could leave. I could be like, everybody changes their mind.
How quickly did the Cody thing switch?
Very quickly.
And then but now when you watch the making of the Nightmare on the WWE thing, it was in play for almost a month before it happened. Think about that.
Yeah, no, it's scary that he feels that he has this type of relationship. I get that. I get that vibe that he has this like fan type of relationship with his wrestlers. He needs to treat it as a business. And a lot of people have been saying that. Hey, treat it as a business. Huh?
He's a money mark.
Yeah, man.
Some of these guys, I believe.
Yeah. Like, I read also that
Again,
Mark.
I may be totally wrong. I'm going off of what I see and what I'm perceiving. I know nothing about anything going on behind the scenes and all this stuff. I'm sorry, I was trying to look at
I'm reading the comment too. Yeah, I see it. I will say this. Mark Henry came out, I believe it was on Busted Open or on a podcast. I'm not sure which one it was, but he even went out defending Tony Khan, saying that, his relationship with the wrestlers is different, that it's not like Vince McMahon and all that stuff. I think that's the problem. I think that's the issue, man. Like, and then he's even saying it. And Mark Henry is like one of the nicest guys out there in the world.
Yeah,
so
because again, you want to have a boss that's likable. I get that. But at some point, you got to put the big boy pants on, man.
You have to. It's a business, man.
It's a business, and it's like, hey, like who in that place right now? And there's something else I want to cover once we're done with this too, because I read something that Ace Steel was in an interview. Don't know if it's old or newer, but something was said there, and I just have to voice some concerns there. But if you're sitting there and you're looking at these crowds, and you're Tony Khan, like who? Like none of you guys are earning your money.
It's a concern, man. It's a concern. I don't know what to tell you.
Most of those people are there to see MJF.
Hell yeah. That's
And
the
if
only
you leave
reason
up
people
everybody
tune in.
else, who are you here to see?
You get rid of MJF.
I would tell people tonight on this TV, I'm sending somebody out to ask every fan here who they're here to see. And whoever they say they're here to see, you're going to get that percentage of your money tonight. So if nobody says they're here to see you, you get nothing.
MJF is the reason why people tune in. And I'm going to be honest with you. It not only will hurt AEW, but it will hurt other characters, other wrestlers that are involved in the same storyline. Adam Cole will go down.
Would kill the whole storyline. What are you talking about?
The Mojo, that whole situation with the devil. You can't do the devil. The MJF is no longer there.
They would have to, exactly.
Even your camera even flipped.
The devil is oh damn.
Yeah, even your camera flipped.
I was like, what the hell is going on there? Oh, wrong way.
Yeah.
So, but even if you here's the devil, boom, you do it and it's whoever. Doesn't matter. It could be Hulk Hogan, whatever. Back in the day, the NWO turn. If MJF leaves the next day, it's all for naught.
And what happens if MJF, he doesn't re-sign right away? Is he still going to be featured in AEW while the negotiations are happening? That's why I'm a little bit surprised that he keeps saying that. I don't know if it's just him blowing up smoke.
They're featuring him now. They're going to feature him when he's negotiating.
I don't know
if at least then they're talking to him.
I don't know if he's just blowing smoke, but if he is, it's kind of weird.
I'm thinking, but again, why would he have reason to blow smoke?
Exactly.
He's got all the cards in his deck, really, because AEW needs him more than he needs AEW.
True.
I guarantee he can go to WWE and get a deal.
Oh yeah, easily. And then with Cody out there, remember Cody mentioned he wanted him.
Even if he said, you know what, I'm going to take a year off and I'm going to go to independence, he's going to make as much money as Cardona's making out there. Cardona has put the blueprint out there, and Cardona's even helping people on the indie scenes, telling them how to make more money.
Well, the one I saw that actually started going, going to the indie world was Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's out there now.
Yeah,
so now he's doing this thing.
I know Ziggler's going to be out there soon. I don't know I think he's wrestling under his name, Nick Nemeth.
That was one thing.
He's going to Puerto Rico, and then he's doing some other stuff. So now he's back.
That's one thing I was going to tell you too. Even though WWE is the heavy hitter and AEW comes second, I don't know if you read, but it looks like Impact Wrestling, there's rumors that they've saved up quite a few bucks and they're trying to sign a high-end profile wrestler. Now, I don't know if they could afford MJF, but they're doing all their best to try to bring some like big-time wrestler to them for their.
This one big-time guy won't work over time. It'll work for a little bit, but then you run out. You got to have those, the 3 to 4 big guys. Like, I mean, and again, by big guys, I mean, like, look at what AEW did, right? It was Moxley, Jericho, Omega, Hangman Page was kind of like your 4. And I don't even know if Hangman Page,
the Bucks.
I mean, when Cody, you had those guys there, so you could make something. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, if he shows up on day one, man, it's.
You know what I would do if he showed up at day one?
Wow. What?
Can I tell you what I would do?
I mean, if he shows up day one, I'm gonna buy a ticket to Royal Rumble.
I would schedule this match just to piss people off. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Wow. And when CM Punk comes to the ring, I'd have MJF attack him.
Woo, that would be so good.
And the match never happens. CM Punk gets taken out by MJF. But if that's the way, that's how you bring him into there.
Well, MJF I believe it was on the same podcast.
Yes.
He spoke about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I saw that part.
So it's insane. So I mean, again, I don't know if he's blowing up smoke and he just wants to go ahead and I don't know.
I mean, look,
rattle
with
some.
MJF, you never, like I said, half of what you hear or half of what you see and nothing of what you hear, man.
Yeah.
Because only people that know for real is MJF and Tony Khan.
Yeah.
And to me, if Tony Khan is not a little bit desperate, he's either a great poker player or he's the dumbest motherfucker out there.
And then desperate is just an understatement because remember last week we broke the news that Kenny Omega was going to be sidelined, and we finally find out that the reason that he's out is because he is suffering from
Diverticulitis.
diverticulitis.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing that
Same
Brock
thing Brock
Lesnar had.
Lesnar had and lost half his intestines.
Yeah, man. So we don't.
Small intestine. Not sure which.
We're not sure how long
he was out for 8 months, by the way, after
Mhm.
the surgery. And then again, that was getting ready for UFC fight too, where you get hit in the belly and things like that. So I don't know. And again, if you watch also Brock, now when he first came back though, there was a couple times he got punched and it was done. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back and take bumps either right away too, because that's one of the things where again over time maybe, but like I don't know, man. And again, there we talked about off air as well. There's different like severities of diverticulitis. Yes. Sometimes it's just, hey, you can't eat seeded buns, you can't eat rice, you can't eat little things that might get stuck in your intestines, and there's other severities. So it may not have to be anything surgery-wise as well.
And we don't know how long it might take them to come back. We don't know because I've read online that it's something that people don't sometimes suffer from it, and they don't even have to have surgery. In this case, Kenny had to get surgery, so it's more serious than the average normal person.
I didn't hear. I didn't read that he got surgery. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I thought I read that he had needed surgery. Maybe
I'm not. I haven't sat here and followed up on everything on the Kenny Omega front.
Okay, well, don't quote me on it because I thought he was getting surgery because he was at the hospital as well. So I thought they were getting him ready to have surgery, but maybe he hasn't gotten surgery. But if you're at the hospital, it's probably because you need surgery. So, I mean, I could take a look at it next week.
Well,
and
I know
you guys know.
I know somebody who's had it, and there was times where they couldn't even bend, like they had to stay bent over walking. Ooh. Because when they went to stand up, it hurt too bad to stand up. I've never had it, so I don't know what the feeling is, but they had to walk bent over the whole time.
I heard that it starts to affect people who are from the age 40 and up. So,
and plus, he's been eating a lot of rice and stuff with Japanese thing. And again, it's the rice. It's little things like rice, the seeded buns, like Burger King, things like that. That's why sometimes you'll see people get 2 bottom buns.
Oh wow!
Because they have issues, and then also it's other things that happen that way too. There's other things.
Don't tell me Burger King, bro, because I love Burger King.
It's a flare up thing too. It's like it's not something like one day you could sit there and eat 2 pounds of rice, nothing may happen. Then you go and you have a spoonful of rice and you can't walk.
Well, I even heard, and I know we're going a little bit a different way when it comes to the topic, but I heard that brown rice is bad for you than white rice. Actually, I heard how the concept is brown rice is healthier. I heard it's actually worse. I don't know. I might be wrong, but that's what some.
Any fitness trainers there? Because I is not a fitness trainer.
Okay, so
I'm in the best shape of my life, but it's round.
I will tell you who told me is my brother, and he's on the chat.
The same guy says Osprey, really? This is the guy. This is the guy we're going with, huh? DiCaprio.
Well, DiCaprio, if you know the reason why you said that to me, put it on the chat because I know you mentioned it to me a couple of weeks ago. You're like, Frankie, the white rice is actually better than brown rice. I was like, really? I always eat brown rice.
Maybe he's just telling you his. He's like brown rice is better than white rice.
Maybe.
All right.
Anything else?
AEW topic.
Okay, talk to me.
All right, Ace Steel today, or I don't know when actually. Let me rephrase that. I was scrolling through, looking at my handy dandy notebook here, which is called the Samsung S22.
Okay.
And Facebook and Twitter and X and everything else. So this is from I don't know where he was at or where he was at he was on a podcast. And he says the heart of the problem Ace Steel feels it's ridiculous that both Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson were either not asked for advice nor listened to if they offered it to younger wrestlers in AEW. CM Punk, Ace friend, had a blow up with Hangman Page after he said he didn't feel he had to take advice from veteran wrestlers prior to their Double or Nothing 2022 title match after Punk had to say Hangman win the business for himself and cut a mysterious promo on Punk to his face days before the pay-per-view. That started all the dominoes falling. If this is true, man, this is all I'm going to say about this. I get it. There's old school style. There's new school methods. There's all this stuff. But when Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard were wrestling, they got paid for the asses in the seats. They didn't have guaranteed freaking contracts. They knew how to put people in the seats. And if these guys today had to wrestle by that, you'd be some starving mofos. You would be eating just brown rice. And actually, maybe not even brown rice, because you might not be able to afford it with some of the crowd you have here. Because again, depending on where you're at in the card is how you got paid.
Yeah, it's some
So if
Roman
you're
noodles.
at the top of the card, you got 20%. You're down to the bottom of the card, you're getting 5%. What's 5% of nothing? Nothing. You're starving.
Nada.
To sit there and not look, I'm not saying you got to sit there and heed every word of advice, but these two guys, and you've got Dean Malenko there, you've got Jerry Lynn there, you've got Dustin Rhodes, you got all these people there. And if you're sitting there and you're not listening to these guys, and I get it, you don't have to, they're not going to understand your style of wrestling and all that. But guess what? They've been there, they've done that, they put acid in the seat, and that's how they fed their damn families.
Correct.
So to sit there and say that you're not going to listen to anything or listen to any advice or whatever, man, just that is like the extreme opposite of what the old school is. Like, oh, these guys shouldn't flip-flop and this and that. It's new style of wrestling. But at the same time, you still got to make it make sense, because at the end, this is a modern day performance art. And the more people believe in it, the longer they're going to sit their asses in those seats and attend your events and show up and make sure you get your pay.
100%.
It just kind of pissed me off that it was like nobody really paid, all that to, like, come on, man.
I agree, man.
Legends. I'm not even talking about, you got some guys that had been somewhere, been there, done that. These guys have been to the top.
The disrespect, man. The disrespect, because you're not appreciating the old school wrestlers, and you're not appreciating the art of wrestling. Because if you want to make it in wrestling, you want to go ahead and be the best wrestler you could be out there. And you're only going to get bigger and bigger with time. And by being like a sponge, grabbing everybody's information, everybody's details, everybody's helpful advice and everything, and getting the best out of it, and then making the best out of you as a wrestler. It's just sad that they never did that in AEW. They don't do that. They feel like they have that type of autonomy that, hey, look, it's my ring, whatever, I go out there, I'll wrestle. I made it already. I don't need to.
You know what I find funny
time
is you look at the guys that, maybe, and maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm speaking on complete ignorance here, but I'm going to sit here and say Darby Allin hooked up with Sting and has been a sponge.
He has.
And he's become, not that he wasn't there already, but with Sting's help, he's become, I believe,
bigger,
better.
And better. Yes.
Orange Cassidy, another one. At the beginning, and also with Darby, he was fighting with Cody. Orange Cassidy was fighting with Jericho. They were learning from them. And I'll tell you right now, the first time I saw AEW, I was old man on the lawn. I said, there's no way they're going to get me to believe that Darby Allin is going to be a star. No way you're going to get me to believe in this freaking Orange Cassidy kid who puts his hands in his pants and kicks people in the shins.
I love it.
3 weeks later, I was believing. When Orange Cassidy did the orange match with Jericho, and then when Darby took on Cody, I was like, okay, they can go.
And Orange Cassidy.
And they've learned since then. They've learned how to. And look, Darby takes way too many goddamn risks for me.
He does.
Every time he goes up, I'm like, oh, God.
Plus, he's so skinny.
But one thing I've learned is that at least now he's working it into his matches to mean something. And I don't know if that's Sting's influence. I don't know if somebody else is working with them. But he still does the crazy stuff. But now he works it into where there's meaning to it in the match. Do I always agree with the way it does? No. But damn it, it's making sense now when he's doing some stuff up on the top rope onto the coffin. Why? Okay, you do you. You do you. But at least it makes sense in the match when he's beating Swerve. Why? Swerve is bigger than him. Swerve's 80 pounds bigger than him. You got to take him out. How do you take him out? You put him in a coffin, you do the coffin drop on top of him, and then you slide him in. Makes sense in the match. I like that. It's better to me than Darby forearming him. Swerve falls in the casket and he shuts it. That's at least in that match, it made that sense.
Well, remember, in that match, I always said that Swerve should not have lost because his dreadlocks was still hanging outside the casket.
Oh, no, I agree with you, but I'm saying when they did the match, it made sense at least. It wasn't, it wasn't, a drop kick and Swerve fall, like it made sense. And I've watched Darby work and dude, I saw you the first time I saw him, I said, no way. 3 weeks later, a month later, I was like, okay.
And
go.
And not only that, but they have amazing theme songs, which is a perfect segment to go to our top 5 no debate list.
No, I've been waiting for this.
Not our top 5. We are actually changing it up. As I said, I hope you guys have been keeping track of what we mentioned. We said that we're changing it up for the new year. I guess we're trying something new. We're gonna go ahead, and you guys know that I'm obsessed with this because I love music. So what we're doing now is we're going ahead and we're trying to get the top 32 best theme songs.
Holy cow, there's groups.
Yes. So well, we don't have to group them. I just need the names, So we'll work. I'll try to see what I could do, but I have names, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the top 32, right? And then after that, we're gonna do them kind of like a March Madness. And then what we'll do is we're gonna every week, once we come on, we'll do a quick recap showing who won in the polls, because we're gonna be using it on our social media platforms to let you guys know who goes up against who. We're gonna rank them and everything and see who at the end wins. And again, this is the best wrestling theme songs for all of us. This is not only for me and Sean, but it's also for you guys. It's a way for all of us to interact and just have fun with this, because obviously, the NFL football playoffs are right around the corner. So I wanted to do this with Sean, and Sean was like, Frank, let's do it. So now, before we start, I broke it down to 4 groups. Remember, I still have to scroll down a little bit, but I want to go ahead and get more and more your opinion of some of the we should start with some of the shoo-ins, some of the ones that we feel are automatically. Undertaker is one of them. Okay. I'm gonna put Undertaker. And I believe the Undertaker, hold on, I should have this.
I put Undertaker Gong.
That's the name of the song?
Undertaker American Badass. I don't know what else.
Oh, well, okay, so let's talk about that, guys. Undertaker American Badass or Undertaker
I think Undertaker Gong is a definite shoo-in. Maybe the other one is as well, but to me, the Gong is definitely.
That's the name of the song?
I don't know what I don't know what the hell they call it.
Hold on a second, because I have it written down here. Rest in Peace. I believe that's the name of the song. Rest in Peace.
Yeah, because I think it's a WWE theme, so it probably is like Rest in Peace.
If anything, I'll look them up as well. So I will go ahead and put Rest in Peace for now. But if you guys see that it's different, then let me know.
Well, he put Graveyard Symphony. I don't know if that's no doubt.
I'll put Graveyard Symphony. Is that what it is? Okay, so this is what we'll do. We'll just for and then for next week, what I'll do is I'll make sure I'll find the correct one. Either way, you guys will see.
And then No Doubt is ready. Is right. Are you ready? DX. That definitely.
I had that one too. So DX. Are you ready?
Triple H, the game. That's got to be on there.
Yeah, Triple H. The game. How about CM Punk, Cult of Personality?
Oh, of course.
I love when you agree with me when it comes to CM Punk.
The song, I mean, you can't, when it hits that scratch in the beginning, I mean, dude, come
on. All right. Now let's see. What about Cody Rhodes' Kingdom?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want Cody Rhodes? You guys agree? Yeah,
I think that's definitely on there. Yeah, it's got to be one of the top 32, I would think, right?
Stone Cold is a good one.
Yeah. Edge, Metalingus.
Yes, Edge as well.
Or do we put Adam Copeland now? What do we do?
Not yet. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna put their names and then I'm gonna start looking for their
Kai put this fire, and I know he put it up here somewhere. What was this fire though?
Hold
He
on.
put it up here at the beginning.
Edge meta. Stone Cold's theme song is called. I have Stone Cold written down too. Won't do. I believe it's
This fire burns. Kai, who is that?
won't do. You tell me.
Oh, they're saying CM Punk is This Fire by Killswitch Engage.
Well, that's one of them. Remember, he has a different one. So Cult of Personality is one that he has.
I think Kai is saying This Fire is better than the Cult. So I think he's saying the other song is better than the Cult of Personality.
Really?
Yep, that's what Kai's hot take was. Yeah.
Wow. Damn, you guys. Really? I actually like the other one better.
Again, that's what this is for. Maybe we could put them head to head.
Okay. This is what we'll do. Hold on.
Maybe that'll be the play-in.
Okay, so that's why. So I'm gonna put Cult of Personality and Fire. That way we can buy Kill Switch.
Yeah, look, even Chad saying I agree with Kai.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought Chad was saying the same thing. Oh man, you guys
and
are
I had no doubts, right? No chance in hell, man. I mean, dude, when that hits,
that's
it's on, right? I mean, that's
no chances. Definitely. I had I ignore this. Okay, so what about Shane O'Mac's theme song? Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
I like it. It's catchy. I don't know, man.
You guys, let me know if you think.
Yeah, I'll let you. I'll let them decide here. We'll see what they say.
Like, man, no chance in hell. No.
The Rock.
Okay. The Rock. I believe The Rock's name of the song.
I don't know which one you would smell The Rock is cooking, or the one when he went heel and he did the Hollywood persona, and they had the helicopter flying in on the gravitron there, or whatever the hell the thing's called.
Really? How does that one go? Isn't it the same?
It was like the helicopter flying through the thing, and then it boom, and then right before it hit, it went, "If you smell what The Rock is cooking, do."
I mean, it's up to you guys. I
guess it's probably the same thing. They just like reworked it.
I think they did rework it. I'm trying to see what is it. What is it called? What is the actual name of the song? I'm trying to see because I wrote it down somewhere. Hold on. Stone Cold, Triple H, The Rock. Oh, Know Your Role. I think it's Know Your Role. I think that's the name of the song. Know Your Role. Let me know, chat, if it's not right. Know Your Role. What about?
It's electrifying.
What about? Let me know. Is it electrifying? Let me know. The Rock says. What about classic this guy Kurt Angle, Metal, the one that everybody says you suck. I mean,
yeah, that's a good one here.
That could be.
And also, we gotta look at the old school stuff. By the way, Ric Flair, 2001: Space Odyssey.
Okay, so do I put Kurt Angle or no? Chat. Oh, we gotta put Kane, man. Slow Chemical. We gotta put Slow Chemical, man, for Kane.
How does I'm doing Ric Flair and you're talking Kane.
Wait, because I just saw my note. Okay, I'm gonna do Ric Flair. Hold on, Ric Flair.
We have no old school here. I mean,
Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior made me want to ram my head against.
Unstable is the Ultimate Warrior. Ric Flair is what's the name of Ric Flair's?
2001: Space Odyssey. I'm going back to the NWA days when he introduced him as the Space Mountain. He came out.
You know what, Chad? I was thinking about Macho Man, but I wasn't feeling Macho Man. What about Bret Hart? I like Bret Hart. Remember that intro that he has?
If you don't like Macho Man, you can't put Bret Hart.
What? Why not? Okay, you can put Macho Man. I mean, I don't have a problem putting Macho Man. Macho Man is classic too. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. What is Macho Man Randy Savage's theme song called? I don't know his name of
I don't know. I have to look those letters. Let's just write names down and we'll go that way. It's gonna take forever.
Okay. So Macho Man Randy Savage. I'll look it up as well. You want me to put Bret Hart or no Bret Hart?
You can put Bret Hart. We'll knock him off later.
Why are you hating on Bret Hart? What about the American Dream?
He's just a common man.
That is such a good song,
Fucking
man.
all the-
That is a good one, bro. I like Dusty Rhodes' original. I like it, man. What do you think? You want to put him on there or no?
Man, we got 32 of these to go, and if we had to, we could do a list for 64. We can always go longer.
Who else do we have old school that we could think of?
I haven't put Cody up there yet.
Oh, I haven't put in Cody up there. Okay, so let me put Cody. Cody's theme song is called American. I think it's called American. Kingdom. Imagine we put Cody Rhodes versus his dad. That would be interesting. Kingdom. All right. We still got
Here's the interesting one for Hogan.
You do like Hogan.
Now, do you do Eye of the Tiger? Do you do the American?
The American Dream, isn't it?
No, the American Hero. I think it was what it was called.
The real American. The real American. The real American.
For the rights of every man.
Yeah, you gotta put.
Or do you do the NWO?
No. You gotta. The trademark is Hulk Hogan, man. The real American.
Hey, real quick, you got Dusty, you got Cody, and I agree with you there, Chad. Gold Dust needs to be on there.
All right, Gold Dust. You guys actually like that Gold Dust song?
Hell yeah, that thing's badass, man. And the whole stadium, the whole arena turns gold, and there's flakes falling. Oh, jeez.
All right. I'm gonna have to learn. Oh, no doubt put Burn by Kane. But is that the same one as Slow Chemical? Because it might be the same as Slow Chemical.
I don't know. You're making up names for songs. I don't know what they are.
No, Slow Chemical is the original song from Kane. The one that goes.
I comes in strong back with MJF.
Oh, do you want to throw in some MJF ones in here? Okay, so MJF. And then the MJF, let me see. Do I have MJF's name of the song?
He's our scumbag.
That's the name of the song?
Yeah.
No way. That's not the name of the song. No, isn't it called The Devil? It's called The Devil, no?
I really don't know.
I knew you were talking crap. The Devil. I think it's called The Devil. But if anything, I could always change it. We talked about it earlier. Orange Cassidy, bro. Jane. That's his theme song that he comes out to. Or we could go with his original one, which is Where's My Mind?
I mean, we're going to put Jungle Boy Jack Perry on there too?
Tarzan Boy? Tarzan Boy? Keith Lee? They sang Keith Lee.
I like that one. I like the beginning when it says, hey, yo.
All right, you want to put Keith Lee? All right, we'll put Keith Lee. What? I don't know what's Keith Lee's name of the song, so I'm going to have to look it up. But Keith Lee, I believe.
So far, he's been pretty on. Kai put I Am Keith Lee, so I don't know if that's the right name. But
I
don't know if that's the right name, but he's been pretty. It seems like he knows most of the songs. So, and I do not. I am not a person for this. Another one that you got to put on there.
Somebody said Mark Henry, 36 Mafia.
Randy Orton. I hear voices.
Oh yeah. Randy Orton is a must. That's probably one of the heavy hitters. We got to rank these eventually, but at least we're just getting ideas.
And also, MVP's theme needs to go on there.
Are you serious? He's probably gonna get knocked out.
What?
MVP's theme is okay. It's not like one of the legit ones out there. What about Gunther?
You even know what his theme is?
Yeah, I remember MVP. I do kind of remember. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but if I listen to it, it's okay. I mean, if you want to put MVP, let's put Fandango in there too. You like Fandango? Remember Fandango? There was a point in time where everybody was loving Fandango stuff. It's okay. Oh, dude, you just reminded me. You just reminded me. Thank you. You gotta put John Cena in there. Oh, somebody said Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat is a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Harlem Heat is good. All right, now hold on, guys. I'm gonna name some out there, and then you guys just think about them, okay? So from what I wrote down, I just took a whole bunch. So Dolph Ziggler, he here to show the world. Drew McIntyre is out there. Brock Lesnar, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho break down the walls. You also got Jericho Judas. You got RVD, Damnation, Batista, I Walk Alone, Seth Rollins, Visionary, Shinsuke, the Rising of the Sun, Jeff Hardy, No More Words, AJ Styles, Phenomenal, Roman, Head of the Table. And I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying these names. We got to show love to some of the women. Rhea Ripley.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Yes.
How do we not put Bray on there?
I was gonna Shatter. Yes, I have Bray up there. I have Shatter. He's on my list. I was gonna mention him right now. So you want to put Bray Wyatt? Yes.
Yeah, but
No?
which one? The last one or the one before that?
Oh, the one I had listed on was Shatter. That's the one, but that's the one that he was using before he unfortunately passed away. Yeah.
I like them both, honestly. I thought the second one, though, the third one, the I think the one you're talking about, it seems a little slower at the beginning for the thing.
Wait.
I
So
thought the one when he comes out with the fireflies at the beginning and all that, like when he originally the Wyatt family and all that, I just thought that entrance made more.
see the Bray Wyatt. I'll show you which one I'm talking about. Shatter.
All right,
Bray
I had to
Wyatt.
start knocking this out
See, look, this one's the. Hold on.
so we can get the WWE talk.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that's the new one. That's the new one.
Yeah. Let me fast forward it.
That's fine.
That one.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it's up to you. I mean, we could go with the other one.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And then we'll get the rest. Let's knock out that list. We'll knock out the rest of the list.
All right. I'm just throwing some other names: Rhea Ripley, Demon Our Dreams, Asuka, You Can't Hide, Damage Control, Sami Zayn, Charlotte Flair, LA Knight, Bianca Belair, Street Profits, Rey Mysterio, Kevin Owens, The Miz, Darby Allin.
I feel like we have 30 more songs to go, so let's just do 64.
Oh, we
Add them all.
Oh, do you want me to add more? Like, it's up to you. Like,
Yeah,
this is the list.
No. I mean, we'll just add the other ones on there because we're losing people in this.
Okay. All right. So then what do you want me to do?
We'll have this. We had this with the interaction from the chat, and we got some other ones. And
Okay.
then we'll add the ones that you have there.
So you want me to add some of our own?
We'll add those. Yeah, we'll add those there that you had there because I think they're all. See how many we have total, and if we're over the 64, then we'll do play-ins. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. We could do that. That's not a problem. So I'll add. Do you want me to finish the list though before I stop sharing? Or no?
No, we can do it later. I mean, you can do it later or whatever.
Okay. All right. So then we'll finish the list.
I think what we'll do is with this list, this will be our top. Our top in each category. We'll make the number ones out of the list from the fans.
Yeah.
Because Kai also said, well, you already saw Harlem Heat, but Trish Stratus, AJ Lee, Rhea Ripley, Asuka, Bayley, Io Sky. I think you had all those.
Okay. I'll add some women on there as well. Because we only had like I told you, we only had 8, 9, 10. We only needed 10 more. So I could always add them on. That's not a problem.
No, that's what I think we can go to 64, honestly.
You want me to add up to 64? Jesus. Okay. All right.
You just named like 30 songs right there.
Yeah, but I was just giving you guys ideas. I wasn't saying
right now you're going to tell me what are you leaving off? What you named right there. What should be left off and what would be not making it?
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just if we have them, let's go to 64 and play this out.
We could get away. We could get away with Asuka. Asuka doesn't have to be there. Sable. Somebody put Sable. Wow. Sable was good too. And Trish Stratus, I don't know if Trish Stratus, I would keep her up there. Her theme song was okay. I don't know. Well,
we haven't done like back in the old days when you had Kerry Von Erich with the Modern Day Warrior. And when you came out to that, you had the Freebirds with Michael Hayes, Bad Street USA.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna finish some of these off.
The NWO theme. I mean, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot.
I do like the NWO theme.
The Sting. The kid talking. This is Sting.
You love? What about Dude Love?
Love. Cactus Jack.
Dude
It's like
Love.
all three of that should be its own little category.
Are you serious?
The Mick Foley's little boy category.
Cactus Jack.
Look, no doubt DDP. I mean, they're coming. I mean, dude.
Oh yeah, DDP
I
was
could
good
go
too.
all day, man. I mean, we have this 32, and we haven't even put Seth Rollins. You haven't put any of the ones you mentioned yet.
Seth Rollins is a good one. All right, I'm gonna finish it off at least to this, and then we'll add the other ones.
You haven't even put Roman Reigns up there yet. I mean,
Roman Reigns. What about Eddie Guerrero? Oof.
What about Sami Zayn?
Sami Zayn is another one. We gotta figure it out if we're just gonna
KO?
add all these. Huh?
KO.
KO's a good one too, bro. Oh my god, there's so many, bro.
Jey Uso.
No, Jey Uso sucks.
What?
I'm not a fan of Jey Uso's theme song.
Yeet. Raven.
What about Sandman from ECW?
Raven, Sandman. I mean, dude.
Raven
What about New Jack?
New Jack was a good one too. Oh my god, there's so many. There's
You
all right.
64.
All right. We'll add. Okay, so look, we'll leave this for now. We have 32. What we'll do is this is what we'll do. I'll go ahead and I'll post up the other remaining amounts and let me know if I missed somebody. And me and the Dudley Boys. I don't know. The Dudley Boys was not like I wasn't too fan of their theme. Did you like the Dudley Boys? Their theme song?
Yeah, when you had the
See, the thing is that you guys are just name dropping names, though. You're just like, hey, this guy. It has to be like what like sells him, like, hey, it was really good. Cactus Jack, Mick Foley. I think we're just dropping names just because we want to drop names. I mean, I might as well drop in R-Truth or the Shield.
I want R-Truth there.
Huh?
I want R-Truth there. What's up?
Oh, Lord, Jesus. All right. This is gonna get overboard. So what I'll do is I'll put R-Truth.
You haven't even put Dom Mysterio?
No. Yeah, I like Dom, but not like that either.
And put Christian?
Did you like Christian song by himself? He was okay. You guys like too many of them. But I guess we're gonna have to extend this. Instead of 32, we're gonna have to go to 64, like you said, because it's too many of them. Jerry Lawler, that's a good one too.
How about good old JR when he used to come out to Oklahoma?
That's a good one, man. I like JR.
Oh, Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat.
Didn't I put Latino Heat on there? I thought I put Latino Heat. Damn,
I didn't see it for you on there. Oh, there's so many, man.
This is gonna be a very, very long list here.
I mean, I know it's taboo to say his name, but even like, to be honest, Chris Benoit's intro was pretty bad.
I know. Chris Benoit's entrance is really good. It's all right. Honky Tonk Man is a good one. Yeah. Dominic Mysterio.
I'm cocky. I'm bad.
Dominic Mysterio? No, Dominic Mysterio is not. No, we could do Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is good. 619. That's the thing. That one's not bad. Rey Mysterio. I mean, I don't know who else. Becky Lynch. You think she was? So look, I got Ted DiBiase, the Rockers. The Rockers were good.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Oh, I know we were gonna go. Yeah, tag team. I didn't even think about tag team.
Goldberg.
Demolition. The Road Warriors.
The Road Warriors. I had the Road Warriors a good one, bro.
But which one are we using? The NWA Road Warriors or Road Warriors in WWE?
You tell me.
Because they came out to Iron Man in NWA.
You know what we could do?
Carlitos.
I got an idea. When if we do entrances, if we do it, we could do WWE, AEW, tag teams, right? That would be another one. And then what would be the last group? Damn, but there's 60. Look, you guys are just name dropping.
We have to finish 16 people out of 16 tag teams. I don't think we have 16 tag teams yet.
Carlitos, you guys want to add Carlitos on there? It has to be. If we
spit in the face.
Carlitos, you can put Carlitos. Like, hey, Razor Ramon. No, Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
No. Nah, Ted DiBiase, old school, $1 Million Man.
Razor Ramon.
You want me to put Razor Ramon? I don't know if I would put Razor Ramon.
Down on the list. Bring the list down.
Oh, sorry. Okay, hold on a second. I'll bring it down. There's so many. That's as far as I could go for now.
I'm sorry. I'll go up. I'm sorry. I guess I meant. I want to see the top of the list. Is what I was trying to look at.
We're getting more people to come back because they're seeing the list. They're like, "Yo, what? People are dropping names here." So look, we got Undertaker, DX, Triple H, CM Punk.
We haven't even put Shawn Michaels on there yet.
No Shawn Michaels. Okay, we gotta put Shawn Michaels. That's a good one to put on.
LA Knight.
Did I put LA Knight? I thought I had put in LA Knight. All right, hold on a second, man. Shawn Michaels, we could put.
Dude, Kai might have picked the winner.
I saw what he put on there.
Huh?
I saw what he put on there.
Put your buddy on there.
Santos Escobar?
No,
LA Knight. LA Knight.
Your favorite entrance of all time in WWE.
Oh, Bad Bunny? Chambea, Puerto Rico? Yeah. Technically, he's right. We could put Bad Bunny in there.
Yeah,
that might win, too.
That might win.
The Hollywood Blondes? I don't know about the Hollywood Blondes. And we haven't even gone to NXT. Jesus Christ.
We haven't even done WCW yet, man. The Midnight Express, that theme song was badass.
Yeah. Midnight Express.
Rock and Roll Express. We haven't even broke the surface, bro.
There's just too many out there, bro. There's just too many. I don't know who else to who you want me to add as well. I've been adding as many.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's like as we keep doing it, we're gonna be like, oh, then we're gonna have to figure out who to get rid of.
Well, remember we okay, so we are at 6 groups, but no, we can't keep going on because this is gonna take forever.
No, we'll have to finish. The rest of them we'll add. Me and you will sit and add the rest of them.
Okay, we'll do the rest of them.
We're gonna move on to WWE now.
All right, sounds good. For now, guys, just a quick recap before we end this. When it comes to our list, and then we go ham. So the last one we added with Midnight Express, Bad Bunny, LA Knight, Shawn Michaels, Carlitos, The Road Warriors, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Jim Ross, Christian, R-Truth, The Sandman, Raven, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, DDP, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, new NWO theme song, Rhea Ripley, Bray Wyatt, Harlem Heat. That's a good one. John Cena, MVP. I don't know why we put MVP. I love MVP, but I don't know. Randy Orton, Keith Lee. That's another one. I don't know why I put Keith Lee. MJF, Goldust. That's another one. Cody Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes, Bret Hart, Macho Man, Ric Flair, Kane, The Rock, McMahon, Edge, Stone Cold, CM Punk, Triple H, DX, and Undertaker.
Good deal.
They want Lex Luger? No, Lex Luger. They make
King of Kings by Triple H also. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Okay, so somebody wrote. Okay, hold on, Kai. What you wrote? You could do them in groups of AEW, New Age, WWE, Old Age. Yeah, we could do that. We're gonna do that off the show because it's gonna be too long and we're never gonna finish. But I appreciate.
This guy started with 8. Let's just do 8. Yeah, okay.
I did. I told Sean, I was like, Sean, let's just do 8 of them. And then look, Sean was like, no, I told you to do. Let's do. What did I tell you? No, I did.
You started with 8, and then I went, well, let's just do 16. There's too many, and then that's not enough either. I mean, we're already at what?
We're
43.
Yeah, we're at 5 groups of 8. That's 40, and then 3 at 43. So, all right. We'll switch it up, but let's talk some WWE. We'll complete the list and we'll post it on social media. That way you guys can see what we got. But thank you for the participation, guys. Thank you. We really appreciate it. By yourself to the wrestling teams, you can't be trusted.
I listen to them when I work out. That's usually what I work out to. Is I put on the playlist of the wrestling themes. Yeah,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. There's a couple I'll like fast forward through, but most of them I listen to.
All right.
We gotta go WWE now.
I gotta save this. There's so many. Jesus, I didn't think it was that many. Damn, Sean.
You said you had like 38 your own. I mean,
yes, but I didn't think everybody was gonna go ahead and be like, "Oh, let's get this one."
We didn't hit the old NWA days. We haven't hit NXT. We haven't hit Impact. We haven't hit.
Wait, who in NXT is a good one? There's nobody in NXT that's good.
Carmelo?
No, his
Tiffany Stratton?
No, those are not good themes.
Chase University?
That was not that bad, but no, I mean, if we want to fill out 64, yeah, we could add some of those.
I think you're just a hater because of they beat AEW.
Remember,
all excuse wrestling.
Do you remember that I do cover NXT on my podcast? So I'm not a hater. I just don't think that they're
Look at this. Kai's going right with me. Carmelo, Tiffany, Chase U. I
chase
mean,
you.
come on.
No, Carmelo, no. Even though he did really well in SmackDown. KO, we didn't put Kevin
We're
Owens.
stalling people from watching Hard Knocks. I mean,
Oh, that's why people laugh because they're watching Kevin.
yeah, I know. I'm watching it too.
Oh, what are you doing? All right, go. We gotta finish.
I'm not watching it. Look. I'm really not watching it. See? There we go. So WWE SmackDown happened. Carmelo Hayes to the main roster, defeat Grayson. He's going to face Kevin Owens now. I like that move. I like the move putting him over. That's how you elevate somebody. Again, does he beat KO? Here's a hot take. I think he does. You know how he beats KO?
How?
Grayson and Austin Theory cost KO the match.
That's not a bad idea. That's not bad.
That way he just keeps going, and then boom, now he advances to the finals. And then I think, but also, you know what though? I take that back because I kind of feel they're going KO against Logan Paul was the whole set. But then again, maybe that's how they and we got Sami Zayn, buddy. Calm down.
We did.
We're leaving Sammy off, okay? Calm down, Chad.
You know which one I left
he has
off?
red hair just like you. We didn't leave him off.
We left Shinsuke off. And Shinsuke's good.
Oh, God, that's a great one.
Remember when he was playing
the
violin?
guy was out there playing the violin for him?
So good. All right.
That's what I thought you meant was like those interests. I had a whole list of that. I wasted a half hour doing that.
I mean,
we could do what pay-per-view they did it on.
the next bracket we could do after we do this mini tournament, we could do one. Oh, we copying AEW
mini tournament. This tournament, we do another one every beginning. The first of the year, we do one.
Okay. Makes sense.
We'll see how long it goes. Maybe in June or July we'll do another one, but it'll be a wrestling one. Like it'll be like women or something. Top women wrestlers.
I like it.
All right. So I like what they did with Carmelo. Your take on the elevation.
I'm happy that they put Carmelo over Grayson. I'm not a fan of Grayson. I'm surprised that he hasn't been demoted. I just don't. I think I haven't liked Grayson after they got rid of his Grayson Waller little show that he used to do during this time. I think that kind of put him a little bit down. I know he's with Austin Theory, but still, I like the fact that they put Carmelo over him. I don't see him beating KO. I think KO, even though I also really like the interaction that Carmelo came out and Kevin Owens was there on Friday and he looked at each other. This is the first time they're fighting each other and all that stuff. So I like that. They know how to sell their wrestlers, which is what makes them WWE. So I'm happy that Carmelo got the bump and I hope he continues. I don't think he's going to beat KO, but I hope they keep him in SmackDown because I think he deserves to be in the main roster.
I can tell you this right now. Swerve Strickland's about to get the major push. And if MJF is leaving, Swerve is the next in line.
They better.
With the Jacksonville Jaguar cheerleaders and a mascot in the TIAA Stadium. And you saw the back. This started over now. But it's him. And the whole scoreboard just reads AEW Swerve Strickland.
I think that's the reason why they need to have a second place on that group thing, because after Moxley beat him, he shouldn't get eliminated. He should get a second chance.
Does the big pressure dance.
Yeah. Where's the other guy? Oh, we didn't put Swerve in we didn't put Swerve in the theme song.
The whole scoreboard is Swerve Strickland, and there comes a mascot.
That's cool.
It's fun when you own a wrestling federation and a football team, huh? And a soccer team too. You know, I mean, you just put it all together. Yeah. Also, Orton Reigns on SmackDown. I like the way it rolled out. It was LA Knight coming out to help him. Then the return of the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
He looked bulk.
Then it took a twist.
It did.
AJ Styles nails LA Knight. Now it's Knight and Styles.
I hate Styles.
Why?
You can't do that to LA Knight.
What do you mean?
I'm an LA Knight guy. So I hate Styles.
Phenomenal. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Hey, he looks ripped.
The interesting thing I want to figure out is what exactly is I can't wait to hear how they're working this. Because remember, the Bloodline's the one that put AJ Styles on the shelf. That made sense for him to get but I don't understand where the LA Knight AJ Styles switch is turned. That's going to be interesting to see how they kind of play this out, because it was interesting because he just grabbed him and clothesline like, hey, first chance you got, bam.
I like it. I don't know where you said, I don't know where this feud is coming from, but hey, man, run with it. I mean, AJ Styles' return is always a good thing. And like I told you, he looks bulk. I don't know what Randy Orton and AJ Styles been doing together, but Jesus, these guys came like 20,000 times heavier and
It also
bigger.
is one of those things to where when you're not beating your body to shit, you can actually lift more weights because they were, again, they were getting back into shape. They're able to lift without having to go back on the road and damage your body over and over. Wake up in the morning sore to where, okay, let me do my cardio and let me do enough lifting to get through. And, you're not there. They were just constantly probably lifting heavy.
And I think Triple H, since he's a wrestler, he knows the whole situation and he knows how to take care of other guys' bodies. So he's not having these guys wrestle every day. Look at CM Punk. He wasn't there yesterday.
No.
So.
And then also, I mean, I think with the PC now is they have again, they have a training program there. So I'm sure they probably send the guys there so that they can get an idea. And then they probably write them a program so that they can go back home and do with after seeing them for a couple. They probably keep them there for a week. The trainer puts them through a program, trying to figure out what works for them, what doesn't. And then they probably send them away with the program to work out on.
Yeah.
To get through, I mean, it's one of those things, man, where like wrestling has changed so much. It used to be you would lie, whatever you had to do, duct tape your leg tight so that the swelling wouldn't affect you from wrestling. To now it's like a hangnail and you're on sidelined.
But now, is AJ Styles a bad guy or he's a babyface?
It's going to be interesting to see what they do. I mean, right now they look like they're going to turn him heel. But
I don't know.
Again, it's one of those things where they left it open.
Yeah, they
if
did.
You like
they
AJ Styles, you're going to cheer for him. If you like LA Knight, you're going to boo him.
Maybe that's what
it's kind of like they left it open. Like
they want the public to decide.
Yeah, I think in a way.
LA Knight.
I'm going to be interested to see is what happens to the rest of the group
now. What do you mean the rest of the group?
Anderson, Gallows, Michin, all those three. Or is he even going to be back with them?
I thought he wasn't going to be back with them. I figured he would just be by himself.
We shall see.
Women's tag team?
And like they said, again, just because he attacked him doesn't just mean that he's a baby face or a heel. They just don't like each other.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Just like maybe there's something. Oh, remember, I don't know, was Styles in TNA Impact when he was there?
I don't remember. I don't think so. Was he? I don't remember.
Because in the interview, he said they made me the champion to make me happy, but I still wasn't main eventing. That's what LA Knight said. They made him the Impact or TNA champion. I forget what it was when he was there, but he was never in the main event. It was always like the semi-main event. So there also last night on Raw, new women's tag team champions, Carter and Catanza, are now your champions. They beat Chelsea Green and Viper Niven. So they are your new champions. What happened?
No, I'm just trying to look and see about the whole AJ Styles, LA Knight and Impact.
Yeah, I think there he was. Drake. No, was he Drake?
Yeah, Drake.
Eli Drake. Yeah,
Eli Drake. Yeah,
because it was Eli Drake. Now he's L.A. Knight.
He should have gone back to Eli Drake. I like Eli Drake better than LA Knight.
I like LA Knight, man. But they should have done make him like I like the LA Knight, but they should have gave him the gimmick of. I guess he does kind of come out with the glasses and the. But it should have been the gimmick they gave him when he was a stupid Dupree, like the dressed up guy. Like that's how I see LA Knight, like dressed up like I'm better than you type character. That's what I think, and that's what he exudes, man. I mean, that if you look at LA Knight, it's like he said on one of the interviews. He's like, people just look at me and think I'm an asshole, and you do when you look at him. You're like, oh, this dude's all on himself. And then also, finally, the last thing I got is. Bray Wyatt got a Legends deal. Kudos to WWE. It's a Legends deal, and that money will go to his kids.
Wait, Just to go back on the women's tag team, do you think they got that right? Do you think they made it right by giving
I
those
think
two girls?
it's right to put it on a good tag team that can have good matches with and the thing. And I think now you also leave Chelsea Green to be Karen more. Now she can complain that she was beat because of whatever. You know, it gives her more whining stuff to do, I guess. Because to be honest, with her as the champion, it just she's complaining, but about what? It's like you're the champion. What do you have to complain about? Nobody's keeping you from nothing. You're the best there is. You're the tops in the division.
Best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Okay, calm down there, Bret Hart.
You know what? I just finished thinking, man. We forgot to put Mr. Perfect on that damn list.
Yeah.
Damn it, God.
There's so many that we missed.
Jesus Christ.
The natural disasters, the rumbling before they came out. Oh, come on, dude.
Wow. So
Demolition.
Demolition. Wow, Demolition. Yes. Wow.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody had the same music as Demolition.
Bash and Booger.
Oh, I love me some Bash and Booger. Give me some Bash and Booger. I don't even know what his entrance was. Let's see. Hold on. Bash and Booger.
We did have the Road Warriors, Chad. We added them on there. I don't know what Bash and Booger's entrance was. Can you find it?
Oh, I love it. Hold on.
Oh, you know who we forgot? The Elite. Carry on my wayward soul. Sorry, my singing sucks. See Bash and Booger song. What is that?
It's Booger Man.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. I didn't know that. I never heard of it, bro, to be honest with you. You know what? But you can't. I've never heard of it, to be honest with you. Never heard of that one. But it's new to me. I'll take a look. I'm gonna have to Google it myself and see.
I'm kidding. I don't need that in there.
Well, Bash and Booger, why not? Bash and Booger, he's classic. You know what Bash and Booger reminds me of? I don't know why. Booger from that movie Nerds. Is it called Nerds? I believe so. I think it's called Nerds. That movie was good. I really enjoyed it. Remember Booger? Remember that? Was it? Yeah, it was Nerds. The Return of the Nerds. I don't remember the name of that movie. Which one?
Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds. Oh, that was Booger. I remember Booger. It reminds me of. I know I'm going off topic, but when they were doing the arm wrestle, and then he was wrestling against the girl, and he puts his finger in his nose, and then he grabs with the arm wrestle and then she looks at her hand. She's like, "Oh my god, disgusting!" It's so funny, bro. Sorry, I'm just reminiscing of that. I might watch that movie later on tonight. But yeah, I thought it was okay that they crowned them new champs. I guess it was okay. I don't know who else is gonna be up there to challenge them. I mean, there really isn't that many tag team females out there.
Another one that was pretty good. Eric Bischoff. I'm back. That's better than ever.
Look at that. We're still thinking about it. There's so many, man.
Oh, I went to find out what song it was similar to, and then it went through, and they got all these songs like
we did have Raven on
Eric Bischoff's debut theme in WWE was AC/DC's Back in Black, but he used the GHV called I'm Back.
Wow.
You went to go over it.
Really? You like the Big Show, Chad? Well, it's the Big Show. It was okay. Big Show was okay. It was okay. We didn't put Goldberg. I didn't put Goldberg on that list. Yeah, I didn't put Goldberg. Probably put Goldberg. I'm gonna stay up late doing this list and then have to verify with you guys to see if you guys can agree with some of our choices. But and then the other one you mentioned was what happened yesterday. I don't think you mentioned it, but
which one?
Sorry. The Creed brothers going up against the Judgment Day, and I think the Creed brothers, that was a really good fight. I was impressed with the Creed brothers, but I will go ahead and tell you something. I was disgusted disgusted with what happened to Rhea Ripley. And I know Rhea Ripley is fighting against Ivy Nile, but I'm gonna tell you something. I saw this on social media. People were talking about it, and they were saying that Rhea Ripley is being compared to China. And after you saw what Ivy Now did to Rhea Ripley, I was like, there's no way you could go ahead and compare Rhea Ripley to China. Like China would never allow her to do that stupid gimmick that she did. Like I thought Rhea Ripley, I don't know who came up with that. And I read that for some strange reason, the production over there in WWE, like there were different writers or something that they were doing for each different match, like each different segment.
Different producers. There's different producers for every segment, every match.
Yeah, they had that. Like they didn't stick with one producer or two producers, and that's it. They went with different producers.
Well,
for each thing.
every segment has every segment that has anything to do with physicality has a producer. And most of the time, the women's it's T.J. Wilson, or I forgot who the other ones are. Usually,
well, what they did with Rhea Ripley, where I know they were setting it up for that Monday, January 1st, Monday Night Raw, but just picking her up like that, and then Rhea Ripley going like this and all that, I thought she was. A lot of people were saying that Rhea Ripley looked like a clown, allowing her to be able to do that. I don't think I think it hurt her character. Rhea Ripley's a dark character. Rhea Ripley's a strong character. You shouldn't let Ivy go ahead and pick you up like that and kind of like slam you like that. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
So basically, Ivy was standing outside the ring while the match between the Judgment Day and the Creed brothers was going on, and then Rhea Ripley came from behind and smacked her in the back. And when she smacked her in the back, all of a sudden Ivy picked Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley was like if I was picking, hold on, like I don't know, but you know what I mean. Both of their legs here, and then she hold up, and then Rhea Ripley's like she was just dangling and going like this, and I was like, why is she doing that? She looks silly. And then she slams her against the ring on the outside, and
so she ducked under and picked her up.
Yes, she ducked under and picked her up. Yes. I just don't. I don't know. I just didn't look. I mean, and I know that.
But they're trying to show that she has enough strength to.
Yes, that's what they were trying to do.
That's all they were showing.
I think yes, you're right about that.
And all they did with that move is just drop their face first.
But the problem with that is number one, there's such a big difference between the height of Rhea Ripley and Ivy because Ivy's small. And then the second thing about it is that Rhea Ripley looked kind of foolish. She was going like this, like, oh my God, I can't believe she picked me up. Come on, man. Like that was dumb. I thought she's a dark character. She's the badass out there of the Judgment Day. I don't know. I thought that segment sucked. I thought when it came to her, I think it hurt her character for that split second.
Squatted her up in the air. You wouldn't be surprised if somebody got underneath you and picked you up and squatted you in the air from dead down on the ground.
I just don't think she should have even picked her up in the first place. I think she should have just like I don't know done something different to her. I don't know, a DBT or something, just something different. You could have body slammed her. You could have body slammed her. You could have got a Rhea Ripley and body slammed.
Hold on.
That you could have
wanted her to stand back up, beat up on Rhea enough to DDT her.
Yeah, something you could do.
Because she hit her. Rhea was probably standing over celebrating. Then out of nowhere, she squatted her up in the air. Rhea's flailing and then dropped her face first on the thing. No, so Rhea set herself up in the spot.
Yeah, but what Rhea, the problem is when she was selling herself, and yes, Chad, I see that she was selling herself. I get it. It just looked silly in my eyes. It just didn't look right. I thought Rhea shouldn't be needing to sell that. You understand me? Like, okay, she could have done something different. Smacked her in the back or probably, I don't know, done something, body slam Rhea, something different. It just looked kind of foolish.
Wait a minute.
If you want to showcase Ivy's stronger than Rhea Ripley, or because Rhea is bigger than her, okay, just pick her up and probably
about showing she's bigger.
She was just showing that she was stronger.
She was showing how strong she was. Yeah, not that she was stronger than Rhea.
But
Rhea was standing over her, celebrating from knocking her down. She went from squatting to picking Rhea up, squatted her up in the air, and then face planted her on the ring. Yeah, now, if you didn't like the flailing, maybe whatever.
That's what I kind of didn't like more.
If something happened, if your brother picks you up in the pool, you don't sit there and try to get your balance because you're off balance.
No, Oh,
No,
especially
no, you're bigger than him, right? You're bigger, you're badder.
if
He
I'm
should
a
have DDT'd you.
if I'm a wrestler, if I'm Rhea Ripley, when she picked me up, I would have gone ahead and started punching her in her face and be like, "Go, drop me off." That way, she would have got it, and then she could have slammed her against the ring, which is fine. But Rhea Ripley just dangling like, "Oh my god, what am I doing?" Like if she's drowning. No, man, don't. I mean,
Because she
granted,
picked her up out of nowhere. You're not expecting that.
I get it. I just think she
No,
was
you don't.
flailing. Her
Okay,
selling of the
you are
flailing
stuck
kind of
with
sound
AEW.
weak.
What
Kinda
should have
weak.
happened is Ivy Nile should have stood up and been like, Mrs. Ripley, you hit me in the back. Now I must kick you in the stomach. Kick. Now I'm going to slap you in the face. Slap.
It just seems
Now
cheesy.
I'm going to DDT you because TK told me to.
It just seemed kind of cheesy in my eyes. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't agree with me, but it just seems cheesy. I mean, granted, I'm not gonna lie. It looked amazing, certain parts of the body shaking, but still,
The run through everybody is over. She's selling for people, man.
I get it. I get that she's selling. I'm not saying that I don't get that. I just said Rita Ripley could have just done something like where she's like trying to punch her in the head, and then she still gets slammed against the ringside by Ivy, because you're still getting the whole drama effect of, hey, Ivy is a strong girl. She's gonna be able to compete with her on Monday and possibly even defeat her, which we know she isn't. But still, I get the aspect that they're trying to do.
If Rhea's punching her in the head and she just doesn't drop, that kills Rhea more than Rhea being like, and then falling face first.
No. I like I said, I'm fine with Ivy picking her up. It was the flailing, which I thought was
saying Rhea should have punched her in the face.
She could have been like
if
punching
Rhea
her.
Hit her, that should have knocked her back down.
No, because that justifies her being even more stronger.
You're hurting Rhea.
She's more stronger.
Yes, but you're hurting Rhea more by doing that than just acting like, she's surprised she got her up and then dropping her forward.
She could have just been like this for like a split second and then gone ahead and said, she's going to try to drop me down. I'm going to knock her out before she does that, and then try to punch her. But then this girl is still so strong enough that she's able to drop her in front of the ringside and then hit her. And then that way people be like, oh, wow. And then she's still shocked. She's still going to be like, oh my God, can't believe not only did she pick me up, but I tried to hit her in the face and she still was able to capitalize and hurt me. So that's just me. I mean, it's small little details. It's not like,
small little details AEW does that WWE can't do.
I'm not comparing WWE and AEW. I'm just telling you, it seems kind of like cheesy. And people were saying
to me, if you've got a 6-foot Amazon on top of Nile punching her in the head, and Ivy Nile goes, oh yeah, okay, punch me in the head. I'm going to drop your face first now.
No, because she's strong. She's strong and she's agile, and she's making a move to avoid getting beat up or hurt even more.
If Rhea has enough of herself to be able to punch her in the head, why does she just put her hands out and catch herself from hitting the mat?
She could have, but she didn't.
No, because she was acting like she was surprised she got picked up.
Oh my God.
Sailing around and then bam into the mat.
If you say so. If you say so, we're not gonna agree to this. I'm just telling you right now, because you can't compare. And
you want to have action all the time, which makes no damn sense to me, bro.
Look at that.
You have Ivy Nile, who they're just trying to get over that she's strong enough to at least hang, not beat, but to hang with Rhea Ripley.
We're talking about Ivy now. Come on, man. We're talking about practice.
Match, bro.
Talking about practice. We already dedicated too much time.
This is what AEW doesn't do enough of, selling matches, which is why you don't understand it.
I perfectly understand it. I understand the fact that she was trying to show that she's strong. I'm not saying it was not the right move. I just think her flailing was kind of dumb. And at the same time, you're showing everybody saying Rhea Ripley. People were comparing her to China. That's how big it is. Now, if you look at that particular point in Monday Night Raw,
we're comparing her, right?
Say that again.
Fans were comparing her.
Well, yeah, fans were comparing her.
Again,
what's wrong with that? We're the ones watching. We're the ones looking at it. We're the ones actually.
Yeah, but you're not the ones doing the show. Just because, again, it goes back to, they didn't do what I wanted to do, so now I think it's wrong.
But everybody compares everybody. That's just how it works in the wrestling world.
Who else you compare to who?
Everybody was saying LA Knight copied The Rock. Everybody says that Ricky Stark copied The Rock. Everybody copies everybody, bro. It's just reality of the truth. It's like people meant that doesn't. It happens. That's just how fans are. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with just comparing with the other one, and
There's
then you're
nothing
gonna
wrong with it, but then when they don't do what you think they should, you can't say they didn't do it.
I'm not saying that they didn't.
You're saying it hurt her character because she's compared to China.
For that split second,
WWE's never compared her to China.
For that split second,
WWE's never said Rhea is China. The fans have. So now when they made Ivy look a little bit stronger, now it's like, oh, it took away from her character. It took away from Rhea because she's supposed to be like China. No,
for that split second, it did take away a little bit from Rita.
I totally think you're wrong.
All right, well, we'll agree to disagree.
Because when they get in the match and Rhea sits there and and does her thing and normal thing and wins, all is forgotten.
I agree with that 100%.
Nobody will remember anything else.
I agree 100%.
Nobody will remember that she's supposed to be. She's compared to China.
That's what I'm telling you.
Ivy now is like that guy. I don't know who's Ivy now like. Who's she like?
Okay. I got you. We're already wasted too much time on this. I just wanted to point that out for like
who's
a
Ivy now remind you of?
Ivy now remind me of Ivy now. That's what okay. No. Ivy now reminds me of Beth Phoenix. That's what she reminds me of more or less. Being honest, you're asking me. I'm telling you the truth. But and F5 Beth Phoenix might be making her way to AEW
because they're stalling. I just want to see her great in ring work. Yeah, I think she's hurt too, though. I think she's hurt. I think Rhea's injured too, so that's why they're stalling, putting her in thing. There's not a one night in Rhea. No, there's not.
Yes, I agree, but that I think that.
By the way, I found an article from 2012, the top 10 WWE songs, entrance songs.
Okay.
Number 1, Hulk Hogan, I'm a Real American.
Oh, I got that name right.
Number 2, D-Generation X.
Are you giving it away?
Doesn't have a name. Sorry. Number 3 is Stone Cold. Number 4, Ric Flair.
Flair's good.
Number 5, Roddy Piper. We forgot about the bagpipes.
And Ronda Rousey.
Yep. Number 6, the Honky Tonk Man.
Somebody did mention that. I think Kai mentioned the Honky.
Number 7, The Undertaker.
Wow, they put him all the way down there.
Number 8, Vince McMahon.
Got to put him.
Number 9, Kurt Angle.
Told you.
Number 10, Demolition.
Wow. See? We got to add Demolition. I didn't have Demolition on my list. But remember, I did this list like maybe an hour or two before we went on live. So I was just adding. But look, guys, remember, social media. If you want your particular theme song to get on the list, let me know. If I missed it, I'm going to go ahead and post what we have up to date. And then you guys let me know, what am I missing? Who should I add on there? And like I said, me and Sean are going to go ahead behind the scenes after the show. And we're going to try to add some more that we think we missed. But we're increasing the tournament, I guess. We're increasing it to 64 from 32. But yeah, should be fun. And what we're going to do is we're going to make the whole bracket and then see who comes in and who comes out in the first couple of rounds. And we could all talk about it. It should be fun. Very exciting. But besides that, Sean, anything else on the WWE side that we should know about?
No, that was it, man. Not a lot going on. I mean, there's a lot going on, but not a lot of head wave. I'm not going to sit here and break down every match and everything like that.
I get you. I will say this before we let go of the WWE side. I thought it was an amazing thing that R-Truth beat JD McDonough last night. It was funny. I love the fact that they keep putting R-Truth with the Judgment Day. They better keep doing it. I hope they add him to the Judgment Day. It kind of gives them a different flavor. And I think it will be a perfect thing to work for them. So I hope R-Truth does join the Judgment Day. I thought he had the shirt and it also said on the bottom R-Truth, like, of the shirt that they have with all their names. So, but besides that, guys,
I like how the finish too is not R-Truth didn't do anything. McDonough went to pull him, the shirt rips or whatever, or let's go, and then they just fall back to the table. And 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then DP was like, "Hey, you're out of the group, man. You're out of the group." But then Rita was like, "No, you're not out of the group. Come on, DP, get your stuff together, bro." And then that's when Rita got picked up by Ivy Now and looked a little bit dumb, but not here there.
All right, parting thoughts.
Guys, don't forget to check out my channel tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Frankie Frezko is the channel. Me and my brother, we have Let Me Talk to You podcast. We talk about wrestling, NXT. We talk about the Miami Dolphins. We'll go over the Hard Knocks show. We'll go over the Miami Dolphins playoff scenario, what they need to do, what could happen if the other teams win or lose. We'll have a guest, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Heat. We'll talk a little bit about probably the UFC. I have the UFC written down because I know there was a really good fight this past weekend, even though it was a huge letdown. Man, it was such a bad letdown. Damn.
They always are, though, man. They always are.
No, man. Kobe, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
When you get hyped up that much, when they get hyped up that much lately, they've been let down a lot of times.
Man, that was such a bad.
It was so bad. I mean, Trump just walked out, just left.
It was a bad main event, man. I was so disappointed. Anyways, and then we'll talk a little bit about soccer. We got finally Chelsea winning out there. Thank God. Jesus. But yeah, so just tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock, and then you go follow me at all social media, TikTok, X, Facebook, Instagram, Frezko Music, on all social media platforms. And keep in mind, I will be posting up the list of the 64 theme songs. That way we could do the brackets, and then you guys are gonna vote and let us know.
Make sure you follow me at Sean_Stanley11. You can check me out. I'm gonna get posting a lot more as far as the other things. NASCAR's picking up. I was actually on a Zoom call earlier, and some interesting stuff happening at the Daytona 500. So we will be discussing some of that stuff and other stuff on my channel at Sports Talk with Sean Stanley. So please go subscribe, hit the notifications, as well as Frankie Frezko. Make sure you tune into his show tomorrow with his brother. Let Me Talk to You. And you're on all their guests and everything else. They open it up. It's a great show. And you know, just open it up, let it play. Let them get the hours.
Thanks.
Subscribe. Same with mine. Most of my stuff will be recorded except for our show here. But most of mine will be recorded. But every once in a while I may go live. But please hit the subscribe, hit the like, notifications, because I will be doing also some shorts every once in a while just to let out little news and tidbits.
Two last things. Number one, I hope you guys like my shirt. It came in. The CM Punk Survivor Series shirt came in. You see, and you tell me, hey, Mr. AEW. No, I am a CM Punk fan. I will go ahead and always support my boy CM Punk, and hopefully he makes it deep in that bracket. And then number two, next week, Sean, I will be in Pensacola, Florida. The show will still go on. I will be live from Pensacola, Florida next week. So
you're getting Roman Reigns on, are you? You gonna see that Pensacola?
I will try. This is what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to see if I could find Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns, one of those guys out there. Maybe I'll go to the training facility. That's what I could do.
Baby. Acknowledge.
I could go to the training facility, record something, go live. Oh, maybe do a show live from the training facility if the Usos allow me. I don't know. Maybe.
So next week we will be here live. It will be actually January 2nd. I thought it was the 1st for some reason, but I was wrong because the 24th is Sunday, of course, and the 31st. So we'll be here the 2nd. So it won't be a day. We'll know. Well, no, not this time. We got one more show before Christmas. Will be this show, and then 2 weeks we'll know if MJF is WWE or not.
Yes.
But this is our last show tonight. So I know Frankie's got a show tomorrow, but I want to send out a Merry Christmas and have a safe, whatever you're doing, Noche Buena, Christmas Day dinner. I do both. That's why I get round. So enjoy your time, enjoy your family, and we'll see you back here on Tuesday, which would be the 26th of the year 2023.
Merry Christmas.
In the words of the great Gordon Soley. So long from the Sunshine State. And again, have a Merry Christmas. Hold on.
We're still on.
Merry Christmas.